Wheel of Fortune and Karma with Jackalmen games featuring lands, because we love lands. It's our first video of the official vlogs for the Covington, Louisiana regional for February 16th, which is the last day for regionals, and we are super excited.
Woo!
What's going on, guys? Mo with Jackalmen Games here with Fortune and Karma.
Lance is still inside.
Lance is still inside paying for his food. Yay, Waffle House. Super excited. Got to get this day started. Hopefully, I know you're using your first round bye, correct?
Yes.
And so we already have somebody want to know.
Woo!
And
100% win rate.
100% win rate. Hopefully I do really well. Like I said, Tarkin Snow, I made some adjustments to it, tweaked it a little bit this morning. I added some little spice to it. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anything you want to...
I'm still running CAD price through some friends and low in there today to try and be able to play around people's hands. Other than that, I'm still ready to go. We stayed in a hotel like 2 minutes away from the event, so it's a nice, easy day.
Right. Hey, I'm just going with the hyper aggro and then just try to shut everybody else down with the help of my other Jackalmen guys helping me out with some decision making. And I went themed, shirt. So
qi'ra.
had to go full theme, character, shirt, everything. So.
I didn't know if you were trying to show your boobs or just the shirt.
No, just the shirt. Just the shirts. The boobs are just there all the time.
And you're playing DJ Kylo. Where are
Nope,
you?
I'm actually changing my mind.
What?
I'm going to go with the meta this time, and I'm going to play Yoda Leia.
Yoda Leia.
Yep.
My boy.
I mean, I would have really liked to play Kylo DJ, but I feel more comfortable with Yoda Leia. I only played one game with Kylo DJ. I mean, it's pretty straightforward anyway, but I feel like I have more of a track record with Yoda Leia, so I'm going to
You got your first top 16 with it.
I did.
I think Yoda Leia is a really good choice for you.
It's a really good choice. Because you're also our favorite mill player, besides Kevin. We love you, Kevin. I didn't mean that.
Lance is our resident mill player.
He's our resident mill player.
So I do want to say real quick that if you take a look at the sky, it's totally about the storm.
Yep.
And every single regional that we've been to, it's been raining. So.
It's been raining, yes. Because when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Because we're poor.
Top 16 at all of them that it's rained at too.
Yeah, because Birmingham, it didn't really.
It rained all day in Birmingham.
One of us got top 16 every time. Because he
Yep.
got top 16 in
We got
Birmingham.
top 16.
And
I got
Jeff,
top 16.
He's got
and
top
he got
16.
yeah.
I've got 16.
Anyways.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
But yeah, guys, we'll be coming at you with round one. Shout out to Kevin up there at Highlander Games. They had a 76 player regional.
Going on.
I do believe the stream is through Golden Dice.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And we're going to have a stream up through Outer Rim,
through
but
the Outer
this
Rim,
video's
guys.
coming out after, so you won't really see that.
So we may or may not put a link to that so you can go back and watch it, you know, to see if we're on there or anything like that, or just support those guys because those guys are awesome. Guys, you know, we got to push our fellow members in the community. So, But all right, guys, we'll be with you after round one. Peace. What's going on, guys? Here with the round one recap. I won. I placed 0 Hour from Artificery. He was playing Han qi'ra. Started out pretty bad for him. I don't think he got a gun the whole game. He got a good amount of damage down though with his dice. So turn one, I started out in my hand because I kept my whole hand with Holocron, Force Speed, Fist, Beguile, and a Force Wave. And he discarded my Force Wave. I played the Force Speed and the Holocron. He friends and hide me, so he saw what was in my hand, and he was like, he hyperspaced. He was trying to get his guns. I dropped Fist down. He dropped 8 damage into Tarkin. I dropped 18 damage into them.
18 damage. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then round 3, he rolled out. I rolled out. I played a Force Illusion on Tarkin, and he was showing 3 for 1 on qi'ra, so I went ahead and angered, killed her, and then I resolved Tarkin's power action for lethal round 3. So that's how it went. So I'm currently 1-0. Hopefully it goes up. Hopefully Zero has a great rest of his tournament. So how'd you do, James?
I won. I ended up going up against an OG Palp. He was a newer player, but Palpatine just does Palpatine things. It doesn't really matter if you're a new player or not. So he rolled nothing but damage. He got Force Throw. No, not Force Throw. The one that turns 2 of your dice. Force Push out with Holocron turn 1. And but every round I got a gun down, and he ended up killing Cad and leaving Price at 2 health the last round. But the round before that, I claimed by 1 action, and doing that allowed me to special turn Price's blank into 2 damage and resolve it for 3 for lethal. So it was close because he was dumping damage. The only mitigation that I drew for the entire game was doubt. So the first turn I doubted a 3 damage die into 2 shields, which he resolved for 2 indirect. And then the second round I doubted a 3 damage die into 3 more damage. So yeah, but hey, it worked out. I barely did it, but it happened.
And she had a bye, so she just watched me play.
I did, and it was pretty gross.
Yeah. Well, currently Lance is he's playing Yoda like he changed his mind to. He seemed to be doing okay. There was a lot of damage on his characters. He's playing against Lando Biggs. Shadowcaster reset, so that's interesting. But yeah, guys, we'll see you after round 2. Peace. What's going on, guys? Round 2 recap. I faced our good pal he was playing Gonzo's deck. He said that he played it because of Gonzo. And I was like, all right, that's cool. The Sienna. Is there a name for that deck yet?
The Sienna Trader Snow?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But I played against that. It came down to the wire. It came down to we both had 1 health. I claimed previously because I had a Vader's Fist. He had a Vader's Fist and a Fire Spray. I tried to roll out to either get 2 blanks or 2 specials because I had anger because he was also at 1 health, so I could have been able to do whatever with 2 actions. I didn't want to take a chance on rolling in my Vader's Fist and it hitting a shield or a disrupt and me be behind in action having to re-roll in case he did roll into damage because he had a higher percentage chance, and it just didn't work out. So I had a Force Illusion and Mind Tricks that didn't do anything. So it is what it is. 1-1. Best of luck to him moving forward. How do you do, James?
I lost, so also 1-1, but I lost against Deanna, so she can tell the story.
What up? Yeah, so I had to play James. Second round kind of sucks. Always having to play your friends, teammates. Basically, Rex just rolled super hot starting of the game. I rolled straight into 4 indirect, 2 range, and then rolled qi'ra 3 for 1.
I say homeboy's literally 50% damage.
Well, I looked for the deck. I looked for Rex's Blaster to start it out because if I can get it and I win the roll off, which I did, immediately I can activate both characters right away. And if I get a hit and run or something, then everything just kind of flows. Yeah, so I can roll everything on the board, and it's just hard when there's 7, 8 dice on the table. It's hard to stop it. So basically it was just rolling good damage. I mean, he took Rex out. I took out Cad, and then right after that he took out Rex, but Price already had 4 or 6 damage on her because of the indirect. He was putting it on her, so she was already sitting with damage. Yeah, she was the meat shield. She was already taking damage, so by the time that happened, qi'ra was still at full health, and then Price was already at 6 damage. So it was just kind of
qi'ra can close easily.
Yeah. I was putting all my weapons on her. Rex had 1, she had 3.
Do y'all know if Lance won?
I do not know. We need to find out.
Lance, did you win? Nope. Okay, well, Lance hit the nope. All right.
Hit the big nope.
But yeah, guys, building blocks. They said that 1, 4, and 1 will not get the mat. So 1, 4, and 1 will miss top 8 cut. Or top 4 cut, I think. But yeah, guys, we'll see you after round 3. Peace. What's going on, guys? Maul, Fortune, Karma. That was perfect transition.
There you go.
After round 3, I just played my second Sienna Snoke Rebel Trader match. I learned from the first one to not let Snoke be the last one alive. Well, really, it wasn't my fault the first game because it was just indirect killed the other 2.
Yeah.
I was able to get Vader's Fist down again, turn 1, I think, and just smash him in his face. She's not a punching bag. But no, yeah, it didn't really. He was playing from behind most of the game. I was able to get ahead with my 4 speeds, rolling specials and focusing and all kind of jazz. And it was kind of more or less a blowout. It wasn't too bad. But so I'm 2-1. How do you do, James?
I'm also 2-1. So I went up against Mill, which for anyone who remembers my last Cad Snoke, Cad won 9 games against Mill that day, and he's still winning against Mill.
Whoop.
So one against 2 wide, so Leia Yoda. To be fair, his Leia rolled 0 discards the entire game. She only had 2 rounds, but still, that's 0 discards in 2 rounds.
She only had 2 rounds. She died.
I chunked her down real quick, turn 1, and then Panic claimed because we had his battlefield. So he got 4 or 5 actions after I claimed, but that let me have the battlefield next round. Rolled in Price into double special. He had no mitigation. Rolled in Cad, resolved 9 damage, put Leia down to 1. Next turn, rolled in Cad again with his action, dealt a single damage to kill her, dealt 9 more to Yoda, and just finished him off first action, turn 1 with attack max. So
Oof. And Deanna, you were on stream versus Ethan,
Yeah,
I believe.
Ian.
Ian. I always say
Yes.
Ethan.
Ian
But
had been on stream. That was his 3rd time on stream.
I was
He's
about
been
to
on
say,
every
Ian
round.
plays.
Well, you're about to be on it 2 times.
He normally plays
played-
Blue Hero.
Yeah, he's playing fish sticks.
He's playing fish sticks.
Immediately when I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
But say he was 2-0
I'm
going
good with
into
this.
this
I was
round,
like, I
right?
think I can do this. He was 2-0. He was. I beat Ian. I rolled just really stupid. I got
Your
Rex.
deck's stupid, so.
Yeah, I played Hidden Blaster. I went ahead and kept it instead of, because I didn't go straight into Rex's Blaster, so I kept it just in case if I won the roll off, I was going to take my battlefield. So that way I could just immediately pop a shield off. So I Hidden Blaster straight into Hit and Run, and I rolled straight into 6 damage with Rex. So I just put it straight into Kit. And I actually killed Kit round 2 because I rolled like another 5 and it just went straight into him and killed him. He was like, oh, well, he's dead. He actually did super good with Ayla.
I think Ayla's a target there.
Well, I went with Kit because of the built-in guard, basically, to remove my damage off the field, which he had guards put in there anyway, so he beguiled me a bunch. The Ancient kept him alive for at least 2 turns at the end. He milled out to 1 card and having the Ancient. He killed qi'ra. I actually kept qi'ra alive because of the hyperspace. And I retreated. I hyperspaced for him to not even activate, period. And I retreated, and he immediately just had to claim because I didn't even give him a chance to do anything. And so I shot him down for at least 3 turns where he didn't get to do jack to me. He didn't roll damage. He re-rolled twice into 3 blanks with 1 card in hand other than that. So he was just kind of at a dead spot.
That's what Yellow Hero Hyper Aggro does. It just says, no, you don't get to play.
It does a lot. It was bad.
So-
but, I mean, it was a great game. We still was a really good game.
So
either way.
you had one tournament going into this before, like with the Sith, before Vader came out
Are you talking,
with this deck.
yeah. We did the Sithmas,
So
the Mary Sithmas.
now that Han's out and stuff like that, or like I don't know, I think you tested it a little bit, right?
What, Han Qi'ra? I have not played Han Qi'ra.
Have-
I went
so-
straight
so-
for Rex after I tried Phasma
Because
once. And
is it
didn't
only
work for
because
me.
Rex is your favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
And it works out perfect because they're 14-16.
Was
But
as
they work together so well. Rex gives me that control of the battlefield. So if they choose not to play the everybody's playing Theed. If they choose not to Theed, I'm gonna take the battlefield because I play Hasty Exit.
it's kind of busted.
So like he had the battlefield, I had Hasty Exit in my hand. I was like, you know what? I'll use Rex, take it, and then I can mitigate damage. Guess what? He rolled into some damage, so I mitigated it. I gave it the battlefield back, so my mitigation wasn't dead. So Rex giving me that control of the battlefield helps with cards like that, or just not them and them choosing not to Theed first means I'm just gonna take it and now I'm gonna Theed.
And also, if you're ever able to slow play against the mirror, like in a hyper
Yeah.
aggro match, and they go ahead and claim, you just
Yeah.
like
'Cause
Rex forces them to like not claim because
they're like, well, before this card is useless or whatever, they know because I can take it and they know what Rex does. Just like when I did get Rex's blaster down, so it was a good game. It was close, but it was a great game either way.
So you're
I'm
3-0, and I'm 2-1, and James, what are you?
2-1.
And Lance just had a bye last round, so he's 1-2. But yeah, guys, we'll see you after round 4. What's going on, guys? Mom Fortune Karma here with the round 4. It's been going by so quick.
Yeah.
Round 4 recap. I was on stream versus. That's rude. I forgot his name.
I think it was
Garrett, yeah. And he was playing Yoda Hondo. At first, I was able to just kind of handle Hondo until I killed him. I was able to dump down a whole bunch of damage. And but at the end, Yoda got really scary because he had the light bow. He had a saber, Obi-Wan saber, and a treasured lightsaber on him, and he was just swinging. And I was like, oh no. And one play that kind of hurt him, and it wasn't me trying to be a dick or anything, because if you guys watch the stream, you've seen it happen. He rebelled after Hondo died for easy pickings, and since easy pickings is a legal target, you just are unable to resolve the ability of the card since you're yellow. So I was unable to allow him to take it back. And it wasn't me just trying to like be a jerk, but it was a legal target.
Yeah, this is a regional. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake.
Right, and I told him I feel bad about it. I was like, but if it was any other card like a Tango or something that you can't play legally, like obviously I would let you take it back. But I mean, because he had opportunities for Force Illusions and stuff in his grave. But anyways, yeah. So I'm 3-1 currently. We have one more round to go.
Yep.
And how'd you do, James?
I lost. I was against the hired gun version of Shadowcaster Reset. It honestly wasn't going too bad for me, but I mean, both of our decks just slowly ping out massive amounts of damage. So, like, it just came down to her having more activations than I did. But turn 1, knocked Yoda down to like 3 health. Turn 2, finished him off in one shot at Gungan. Turn 3, took the hired gun down to 3 health, but in that amount of time, she had like 6 activations out of Shadowcaster with a TLT on it from the start, so no mitigation. And that was pretty much it. Cad died, Price followed shortly after.
Rip. And how'd you do, Deanna?
I lost. Had to play Han qi'ra. So me and the other guy were both 3-0. It came down to like I made a poor decision on the upgrade I chose to keep at the beginning on the chance that I won the roll-off. Didn't win the roll-off, so I had Rex's Blaster with a quick draw. Not as effective if you don't have the battlefield, because then I can't just go all in with all my dice. Basically, he just rolled good damage. I was rolling damage, but he was mitigating a lot of it. So I had Han down to literally a health, but I had nothing on qi'ra. I just didn't get the rolls I needed, and he was getting nothing but damage, and I couldn't do anything with it.
So question on that. How does that work out? Like if you have Rex's Blaster on Rex and you activate him,
it just
like,
it just activates. It doesn't trigger because I don't have the battlefield.
No, I'm saying, but Rex gives you the battlefield.
If I pay a resource.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I didn't.
That's why I was
pay.
confused.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, doesn't it work like that?
Yeah, and I had to waste my truce for an extra resource because he used Han specials to show me a hero and a villain, so he gained and I lost.
That's so rough.
I had the truce to even put a weapon down in the first place. So, but yeah.
Well, so you are
3-1.
3-1. I'm 3-1, and he is 2-2.
And Lance is still playing.
Lance
He's playing
is still
0
playing.
hour.
Oh,
Zero
he's-
played like almost everybody.
Lance was basically winning, though. As long as Zero
Zero
didn't
had
roll
2
in a ton
cards
of damage
left.
out. He had 2 cards left in
2
his
cards
hand.
in the end. That was it.
And Lance is, what, 1-3 currently?
Yeah.
1-2.
1-2.
This is round 4, so 1-2
This is round 4,
currently.
so currently.
So he has the ability to go be 2-2 and
Yep.
possibly face you. I hope I face Steven for a mirror match. That'd be really fun.
Say
Yep.
that.
But all right, guys, we'll see you after round 5 for a recap and see who tops and what. Cause we're cutting the top 4.
Yeah, no top 8.
Rip. So see you there. Peace. What's going on, guys? Maul, Fortune, Deanna, well, Karma. Sorry. With a round 5 recap. I was on stream again. I faced off against Steven, who got 2nd place at the Louisville. And he's also the one that's provided us with the stream, the Outer Rim guys. So appreciate those guys for that. It was a mirror match, Tarkin Snoke versus Target Snoke. Round 1, he kind of had the advantage because he just out-traded me. And then from there, my deck progressively got further and further away from him. And I was able to just overpower it by the end. So I finished 4-1. Hopefully I'm in top 4. But either way, I'm super excited. And yeah, so how'd you do, James?
Went up against Yoda Bosch, sat down and was like, all right, I can beat this easily because I have always. And turn 1, he plays 4-speed cunning. I get no guns turn 1. And then I still managed to get 8 damage out because Price is Beast. And yeah, he gets 12 damage out turn 1 and then kills me turn 2.
Jesus.
You were done really fast. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was wondering. I was like, damn, I
Yeah,
think Cat.
like,
and I was like, you
we
in?
did-
You're like, no. And I was like,
We were
oh,
like in round 1, and I saw him get up. I was like, game over already? Jeez.
Yoda
Oh,
Boss.
he did basically finish me with Wanton Destruction, though, so at least
Oh
there's
my
that.
god, he won. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Ugh, that card is so gross.
And so, how'd you do, Deanna?
I won. I played against the Shadowcaster reset with the hired gun Gungan Yoda.
What he played against last one?
Yeah,
Same person I played.
same
The-
person. Me and her were both 3-1.
okay, yes, I believe
So I played against her. She was playing the Shadowcaster reset, of course. First action, of course, immediately gets to play because she won her battlefield. So I was like, cool, plays it out. If she doesn't have mods, it's not a big deal. I immediately just roll into just hot damage. Like I got a ambush weapon on Rex, rolled into, and I did 7 damage to Yoda turn 1. So I was like, I'm going to go for Yoda, get him off the field because he has the focus to, the die change and all that stuff. So actually killed him turn 2, killed Gungan turn 2, and turn 3 killed the hired gun. She did 6 damage to me.
Oh my god.
That's all.
Jesus.
I rolled a lot of damage. I was hot fire rolling.
Jesus.
With no quick draws and no hit and runs either.
So what's your final record?
4-1.
And what was your final record?
2-3.
2-3.
And Lance also is 2-3, I think.
Lance
He
is also
lost.
2-3.
Yeah.
And then, but one last thing on our game. I think the biggest point was like round 2. Every time he would roll out a character after I rolled out, I had 2 blanks sitting there. I just angered his 2 indirect back at him. He rolled out his Snoke, I rolled out 2 indirect, and I was like, anger again because I had double anger. And so like he did no damage to me that turn. Because I had mitigation for the rest of it, and I just like bursted out like 12 damage. So
Yeah,
it was just
her,
like,
she mitigated me once, and I didn't. It didn't even get rid of the die because it was hidden motive, and it just rolled a blank. So I just kept it on the field and just rolled the damage.
I got you.
First.
Well, me and Deanna are 4-1, so hopefully we're both in top 4. That'd be awesome.
I would have been on stream twice, but Matt didn't want to do it the second time. So
Right, so I was on both times, so I was appreciative. I was like, hey, yeah, represent. But yeah, guys, so we'll let you guys know pairing, or not pairings, but standings afterwards. Like I said, hopefully me and her are in top 4. Hopefully we don't play each other and we get to see each other in the finals, so that'd be dope. Probably not. It's probably going to be beating you.
I was about to say, it might be.
But either way, we're going to try to bring it home for Jackalmen. But either way, we have 2 Jackalmen in top 4, possibly, or in the top 5 at least.
We know we should be in the top 8. There shouldn't be a question of that, if anything.
Right. And yeah, guys, peace. What's going on, guys? Maul, Fortune, Karma, and Lance here with the, post Louisiana, Covington, Louisiana regional tournament video recap, I guess. We'll start with you, Lance. How'd you do?
I went 2-3 today. I think my deck was a good idea. Unfortunately, I think part of the reasons was my inexperience playing with that particular version of the deck and against some of the opponents, because my round 1 I played against Shadowcaster, and I was waiting for Shadowcaster to hit the discard for Flamestone Pass, but it never hit because the guy only played 1. So Flamestone Pass only works when you have a copy of that card in discard pile. Who knew? So my second round I played against Vader Greedo, and I feel like I just got unlucky in that round, because there was one time during one of the rounds that I Force Illusion Leia. He deals 4 damage to Leia. I block it. I mill Force Illusion, Suppressive Fire, and then Field Medic. So that went all my survivability, and then I mitigated to have him reroll like some damage, and then he rerolled into like a 4 and a 4 on Vader Saber. So yeah, so Leia died that turn.
I'm about to cry there.
And
It's so sad.
So I didn't win that, and then round 3 I got a bye. Round 4
Win.
I played against Han qi'ra, which actually was my first win of the day.
That was against 0, right?
Yes.
0.
And then my final round I played against Hondo. And that one, he just had a lot of board state, and I couldn't mitigate all of it.
That was very nice.
Yeah. It was actually kind of nostalgic for me, because that was like the first deck I ever built. So it was nice to see a little bit of it. I just didn't want to lose to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got you. But did you have fun overall?
Yeah. I'm still curious about my other deck that I should have. I was thinking about playing it, but I didn't. I only played it once, so I wasn't sure about it. So I felt like the Yoda Leia was a better choice for me.
Okay, awesome. Who wants to go next?
What up, homies? So,
Yep.
as you all know from the earlier vlogs, I was playing Cad Price. Wanted to give Cad one more run for his money. Dealt 2-3 and then lost to 0 Hour in a fun game. So technically 2-4. But I had fun. Fuck it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Screw you, Eric.
We're gonna have 2 F-bombs.
The deck did what it was supposed to do. It rolled out hot damage. Just sometimes hot damage isn't enough when everyone else is also rolling out hot damage. But it beat the 1 mil deck that I played, so it's still, it's still doing its thing.
10-0.
What'd you end with?
Ended up
2-3.
2-3, technically 2-4 against
What was
the
your
extra
rank
game. 15th somehow.
Oh yeah, he still got top 16. Whoa!
Whoa!
Lance, what was yours?
17th.
Dang.
Oh man.
Rip.
Yep.
All right, Deanna.
So yeah, from like Fortune was saying, earlier rounds went 4-1 in the Swiss. Made it to top 4, which I was super excited about. The
You
whole
don't sound it.
Huh?
I said you don't sound
it. Well, like the big thing for me was just wanting to take the deck that I made that nobody else is playing. I haven't seen anybody else play it. Heard one podcast talk about it, so I was like, I got to get this out here while I got a chance. So taking Rex qi'ra to top 4, went 2-0 in my top 4 game, made it to 2nd place.
What happened in your top 4 we didn't do a video for?
Oh yeah, so my top 4 rounds, I just rolled a really, really gross damage. I killed Han round 2 both games, from rolling into 6 damage and then 7 damage and just smacking the crap out of him and taking him off the board. But that was like the biggest thing, and like the other guy, he had at one point took 6 actions and still didn't kill a character. But so it was just basically like rolling hot. Made it to the top 2 spot, got second place. I'm okay with who got first. But just happy
about that.
Just happy that I can represent my deck idea, my baby, my Rex qi'ra, wanting to put something in the tops that nobody else is playing. Got to break the meta somehow, and I feel like I pulled away to do that, so very happy about it. Wrecked face with like 10 shot damage though.
You did. Oh my god.
Bait switch.
Oh my god. Well, second F-bomb. I fucking won! Nah, yeah. So I went 4-1 in Swiss with, took Tarkin Snoke, as you guys know from previous the previous vlog segments. 4-1 in Swiss. It was not necessarily a cakewalk. I just felt like I was playing really well. I was in a groove. I was in just a sweet spot. I was never super stressed out about anything. My one loss, came from the Sienna Rebel Trader Snoke deck that I had no testing against, and we were both at 1 health, and I just needed to roll anything but what I rolled.
And you rolled it.
It was just one of those games where like you did everything you can, but RNG just wasn't there. So yeah, I was okay with it. And Daniel's the guy I lost to was super awesome. He's a super awesome guy. And so I got to we went in the top 4, faced, because I was in at 4th and she was in at 3rd, so we moved our way up. I faced Max Williams. Shout out to that guy. He's really cool. He went 5-0 during Swiss with Han qi'ra, and so I won 2-0 the first game. I just like baited fisted first turn and like put 9 into Han or qi'ra, or whoever it was, because I was putting a crap ton of indirect and he just kept putting it all on qi'ra. So I just went ahead and killed her and just Vader's Fist handled Han. And then game 2, it was scary at a point because he quick drawed into drop in, and I was like, oh no. But he didn't roll what he needed. And yeah, so and I won, and then I went on to face old head. I'm just playing. I just like was totally blanked.
Captain Creative back here.
Yeah, right. And so, fun fact, I've played against that deck in a tournament before, and both times it stressed me out. So I hate that deck, but I love it because it's super good. She's super good with it. And it's a really scary deck because Rex puts in so much work, and I feel like he goes unannounced.
Yeah.
Unappreciated.
Yeah, unappreciated. That's what I was looking for.
And
And if you guys haven't already seen our stream match, I don't know if we're gonna have it on the channel and everything soon or whenever we get it up. But the first game, I felt like I was in melee and controlling it. But second game, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
oh my gosh.
I had double Force Illusion down, and she goes, all right, bait and switch game.
Just know I had 1 damage on the board with
1 damage,
like 4 dice showing resources with 2 bait and switch in hand, and I had to lean into the stream table to put that out there for Eric just so he knew that it was over because there was no stopping it with Force Illusion.
And so game 3 happened,
1 damage.
and at no point in that game until basically the end of it did I think that I was going to win that match. It was one of the hardest games. No, it was the hardest game that I've ever played in Destiny, period. And I'm happy that it was against you. And I mean, I feel like that's all of our, like, anytime that me and her play in a tournament, I feel like it's super stressful like that because she doesn't make mistakes a lot.
I did make one though.
Well, yeah.
Just saying I made one.
But I mean that happens though. Like, is, I made a couple, but I was super excited that we got to bring home the trophy.
Dang, we ain't got the trophy for the video right now.
Oh, it's in the trunk. It's in the trunk. But yeah, so Jackalmen finally brought home a trophy. We have 4 top 4s and a whole bunch of tops. I walked in this weekend with just my goal of getting my 3rd top 16. And, well, my goal was to get my 3rd top 16, but hopefully be at the number 1 spot. And I accomplished that. So that was really good. But I just want to give a shout out to my whole Jackalmen squad and Lance, because I love Lance. But no, because if it wasn't for James and Deanna, like, with deck options and me testing and everything like that, I wouldn't have been able to do it or anything like that, and I wouldn't want any other team, honestly. So yeah, so guys, that was the end of our recap. Anything else you guys want to say?
Nope.
I'm just happy that my baby is like all out there. Iberville knows, everybody knows that they follow her Facebook page and all that. So
so you get to see. But yeah, we actually have our deck techs coming out really soon, of mine and Rex Qi'ra.
yeah, my new version of Rex Qi'ra. It's
Yeah,
not
the
same as
new
last
version,
one.
because we had the other one on there too. So
Yeah, I
Yay.
changed cards in it though.
But all right, guys, peace.